let's get Coach Torina, Coach Beth Torina, here on the program.
Sorry,
once more into the fray. I apologize for that, Coach. I am a bit frazzled, more disorganized than even normal, if you can believe that. But thank you once again, Coach, for joining us here once again ahead of the beginning of the NCAA tournament. How are we feeling?
I'm sad. It's your swan song here. This is our last one.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I need some extra tissue here and stuff today.
I know. I know I told you last night, but again, I will be forever grateful that you accosted me in that handshake line at that softball game and dressed me down in front of everyone.
I remember it well.
And basically demanded and alphaed me into bringing softball into the fold. And you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Sometimes in life, we need our blind spots clearly pointed out. And you were. And then I discovered the berm and this wonderful team. Now you're getting to host a regional, a very intense regional. We'll get into all of that. But, yeah, it's crazy, Coach. But, again, I just want to thank you. And I know, look, you'll continue with OTB. It's going to be awesome. But for me personally, I want to thank you for how gracious you've been with your time, everything you do, the Teal Walk. It's incredible. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for supporting us and the opportunity. And you have such a cool way of telling the truth, but still supporting us. And it's just, I told you last night too, you're a legend and you always will be, but you can't run and hide from us. We will find you.
Hell
That's
yeah.
how Tigers do it. So.
No, always. It's Tigers for life. For life.
Yep,
So, I'm
it.
speaking to a legend. It's LSU softball team 41-14 in the year. 10th time LSU's reached 40 wins under coach. Third time in a row now. I want to get into some of the – actually, let's start here. Let's start super positive here. Tori Edwards, SEC Freshman of the Year. All-time single-season record holder for LSU in slugging percentage, 844, 18 home runs, 4 grand slams, 4th in ribbies, 6th in on-base percentage, 6th in batting average, a 9.88 field. Geez. Tori Edwards, what a year, Coach. How do I frame a question out of this? What more can you say? Yes. What more can you say about your superstar?
Set me free. I think the coolest thing is that this freshman class of the SEC is incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. There's multiple freshmen with double-digit home runs. There's pitchers that have led their team. So to be the freshman of the year in this year's class is even more special. And I think, too, the cool thing about Tori is it's not just being a freshman. She's one of the best players in the country. Take her class out of it.
Yep.
First team All-SEC. I know there's going to be more accolades coming for her, but just one of the best players in the country. Forget the fact that she's a freshman, too.
And Macy Bergeron named to her first All-SEC team. Sydney Berzon, her third All-SEC team. And then how about Danica Coffey coming off of injury, grinding all off season, picking up where she left off, making all SEC for the second time in her career. How special is it for you to be able to watch Danica this year come back in the way that she has?
Yeah, incredible. What a great story. This year's been all about storytelling for us, and that's such a big part of our story. It's just how hard she's worked to get back and what she means to this program and this team. So all of the accolades for her are well-deserved and fun to see.
Coach, I want to ask you, and one of the things I always appreciate is the way that you prepare for things. It's like I used to prepare, and you try to make sure that you get every single thing possibly covered. But when you have a situation, okay, 3 teams coming into your ballpark, how do you go about scouting? Because you've played Southeastern this year, right? And you've not played Nebraska, Coach, but they've played Mississippi State. They've played Tennessee. They've played UCLA, teams that you've gone against as well. So, when you're breaking everything down, do you go back to those games because you're okay, I know Mississippi State, I know Tennessee, I kind of know what they want to get done? Or is it just maybe you don't even think about you playing the same teams they've played and you scout it the way you would anybody else?
You really did your homework here this morning. Look at you.
Oh, Coach,
knowing all this schedule.
There's a reason that a guy that looks like me played 6 years in the NFL. And it's not all the physical stuff.
I think we're looking all the time to find, for me, watching their offense, to find pitchers like ours, so similar velocity to what we're going to throw. So that would require me to go back to a Tennessee or to a Mississippi State or those games like that. And then on that flip side, how did those offenses that are similar to ours, right, prepare and attack these pitchers too? So I think you're definitely right. We also look at the most recent film, too, just to see recent trends, things they're doing. Southeastern is tricky, you know. They got all this short game stuff and squeeze bunt and fake steal and a million different. I mean, they have 200 stolen bases this year. I mean, it's like this. Exactly. You've never seen a number like this. So, I mean, I think like that's the whole game with them. So just like seeing what they've got up their sleeve in the recent games, too.
And look, so the people are calling this the regional of death. And it's not hard to see why. Now, I should be clear. Like, look, you want it, whatever. You test yourself against the best.
Remember what I said? The truth telling. That was your straight truth telling. Yes, supportive. So I like how the regional of death, but is coming. I'm ready.
But I mean, y'all had the schedule of death. So like, if there's ever been a schedule that would get you ready for this moment, that is it. And there can be great confidence to be gained by advancing out of this region. But I mean, you got Southeastern as the 4 seed, Southern Conference champions, like you just said, have stolen 2 billion bases. UConn as the 3 seed. Well, they just won the Big East tournament. And then you got Nebraska, a team that has hit 98 home runs, 5th in the nation, led by Jordy Ball, one of the craziest stat lines I've ever seen. She's 23-6 on the mound, a sub-2 ERA. And how about this, guys? She had not swung the bat in years.
Mm-hmm.
And so she picks it back up this season. She's hitting 450 with 19 home runs. I don't know how any of that is possible.
You know who she is, right? You know who she is. She is the kid that won 2 national championships on the mound for Oklahoma.
Yeah, from Oklahoma. Yeah, and then she transferred back to Nebraska. And she got hurt last year, right?
Yeah.
And then got cut short and then came back this year. It's like, oh, swing again. Okay, sure. What? So, again, hugely challenging regional. How are you approaching this with the team, kind of getting their mind right for this challenge?
Yeah, I mean, we can sit and complain about it all day because there are some things that really don't add up. You know, and
it's insane.
I mean, there are some things that really don't add up. Southeastern's not a 4 seed. You know, they're just not. And like the things that you have to do to like that you're required to do to win that game instead of a typical 4 seed game, right? Like. Just not typical. And then, I mean, full transparency, I was kind of up the night before thinking, like, all right, all these 2 seeds, who could be coming to Baton Rouge? Like, anybody but Nebraska. Like, I mean, like, going through all of them. And then we get to thinking, I'm like, all right, perfect. So, I mean, all you can do is just embrace it and understand if you get through this one or when you get through this one, like, your team's really, really battle-tested and have truly earned their way, you know? Everybody's good this time of year, right? Everybody that's left playing is good. So you're going to have to beat somebody. You're going to have to beat somebody at some point. So I think that's what we've embraced with this. So,
and Coach, also, look, it gets it in Tiger Park, though, right? I mean, you are the number 1 seed. They got to come to you. I mean, how exciting is it to have postseason baseball? We all know what that place can be when it's rocking. And so they are saying the same things right now that we're saying. They're like, man, we got LSU and we got these other teams in this regional. So I expect Tiger Park to be turned up to an 11. Whatever full tilt looks like, it's going to be that.
Oh, no question. No question. There's a ton of stuff in our favor. And, you know, that's kind of what we talked to our team about, too. It's like just play the shirts on the other side and play LSU softball. And, you know, you've had an incredible season, every right to host this thing, and you've earned the right to do it. And I think, like, we just have to believe in ourselves and, you know, understand that, like, we're going to go out and play LSU softball and we can beat anybody in the country. We've proven that. We can actually beat every team in the country. We've proven that here. So
cannot wait, guys. Get out to Tiger Park this weekend. Make it loud. Make it crazy. Support this team. It's going to be a fun weekend. Coach Torina, again, as always, thank you so much for being so gracious with your time. I know that y'all have so many demands on your time, so it means a lot that you wake up with us every single Thursday here and give us such sincere and thoughtful insight. Thank you, Coach.
Well, it means a lot that you've given me the time as a part of your show, too, and just the opportunity for this program. So thanks for helping put us on the map and keeping us there and always supporting us. It means the world to us, too. We'll be pulling for you, too.
Thank you, Coach.
Wish you the best. So.
Always.